What's up, guys? Welcome to the next day of working on the 240. So today we're gonna kind of pivot and change directions a lot. So last video we did this and cleared out the whole interior except for the dash. Yes, I know, I did not get to the dash, but I'm gonna put that on pause. I have the roll cage ordered. They have to cut it and get it ready. So not a huge rush yet. And the guy that's taking all the glass out of the car had to reschedule. It's supposed to happen today. Now it's gonna happen on Wednesday, so a few days from now. Anyway, that's gonna be put on hold today. I'm gonna work on this front end. So I figure, the bumper has to go anyway. So take out the bumper and start working on the front end of the motor. So I can get the radiator out of here, the fan shroud, all the pulleys and stuff, so I can actually pull the head out. The reason I want to focus on that today is because that's a little bit more pressing. I have all the internals ordered for the head to go to the machine shop. Those will be here like Monday. Today's Saturday, so 2 days from now. Once I have that stuff, drop it off to the machine shop, bada boom, bada bing, I have a built head. So I'm gonna work on that today so we can at least have the head ready. And I may or may not have purchased a fully built bottom end from 2JZ Motorsports. Every time I talk to David over there, I feel like I spend more money. I really need to avoid talking to him. Anyway, let's get started. I'm gonna take the bumper off first. Just gives us a little more room to work with the motor up front. Oh, and got some new eyeballs. So these are gonna replace the old ones. It'll look a little bit better, more updated, more modern. I don't know if I like them. It's kind of in the air. Got them off Amazon for a really good deal, so we'll see if they look good. If not, I have a couple other options. I can return those because Amazon returns everything. But we'll try it on and see how it looks. All right, let's get the bumper pulled off. Whoa. Whoa. That was more of a pain in the butt than I wanted it to be. The running lights, or the blinkers I guess, would not disconnect. And I cut my finger trying to do it. One bumper off. So now that the bumper's off, we have just more room to work with everything. So I was planning on taking off the OEM bash bar, I guess, or the bumper, whatever. I'm gonna take this off because I'm probably gonna build a tubular front end, and then that way I can mount things differently, have more space to work with what we have here. But that's done. Should we fit up those new headlights real quick just to see what they look like? I like to waste time sometimes and kind of take a couple steps back and install some things that I know I have to uninstall, but just to make sure I like it. So let's do that real quick. Let's waste some time. I guess it's not wasting time because I do have to take the plastics off for paint anyway. So I still have to do this part, but it's not really necessary. Is there another piece I'm missing? Perfect. I learned my lesson. Power tools. Oh yeah. So much better. This chrome bracket that holds the headlight in place has got to go. I mean, not go, but like the color has to go. I will definitely be powder coating it black or painting it, it might be too thin to powder coat. Chrome is a no-go for my cars. Sorry. Sorry all you chrome lovers, but it's just not for me, and that's okay. So the new headlight, is it gonna plug right in? Is it the same exact plug? Oh my goodness. Sure is. It's gonna plug right in. Perfect. I love it when things work out like that. All right. Guess we can take the protective film off. Now we just gotta be careful. I'm not gonna plug it in because I have no battery, so there's no point. Oof. Oof. And then the chrome ruins it. I'm just kidding, it's not that bad. It's kind of that, but, all right, I just got to get like a couple of these screws in to hold it in place, and then we can take a look at it. There's one there. Maybe we'll just leave it there. All right, moment of truth. Well, okay, I'll put the black plastic in so you can get the full effect. Without this, it kind of looks weird. I won't show you. I'll show you once the black plastic's back in. All right, voila. I didn't put it all the way in. I just kind of set the black piece on there because I didn't want to shove it back in when I have to pull it out anyway. But there you go. You can kind of see the comparison between the two. Not bad. Obviously, we need to get it lit up to see the full potential of it, but I don't know. I think it looks cute. I kind of wanted the ring just because it looks like Baymax a little bit. Nothing wrong with Baymax, right? Baymax is cute. I think that's a good idea. Anyway, moving forward. All right, I'm gonna get the radiator drained real quick so we can get that out of the way as well. Got a nice little drain plug here that's probably gonna get all over me. It's just very hard to get to. And now it's getting slippery because there's coolant coming out. Oh, you can see my pretty little underglow bar here. Nice quick little cheap install. It makes it look fantastic. Okay guys, it's getting stuck. How far in does this thing go? Let's just use this the whole way. Work smarter, not harder, Jared. Let's see how dirty we're gonna get right here. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, let's hope this bucket is big enough for all the coolant. Kind of smells gross. Doesn't smell like normal coolant. There we go. Hopefully that'll be a big enough bucket. I think it is. If not, this floor is super dirty anyway. It has all kinds of fluids on it. Oh. We're getting close, it sounds like. But I know more will drain as I start undoing hoses and stuff up top, so I'll leave that down there. And now we'll work our way up top. So the sad thing about this line is it's amazing. It's a huge AN fitting and AN line, but I didn't have the proper tools when I first installed it. So if you look, there's a lot of like nicks on there from the, I think I used like channel locks to get it on. So I'm gonna have to touch that up once I reinstall everything. Make it look nice, because I really don't want to buy another one of these. These are really expensive. And don't look at my fabrication right here. I welded this on when I was first learning how to weld. It doesn't leak, so it works, it just doesn't look as good as it probably should. Oh, it's a little bit tighter. See, this is what I mean by not the proper tools. Channel locks in a rag. Perfect. A long time ago when I first put that on, I posted it on Instagram and I asked people, I was like, guess how much this one thing cost? And there's a couple people that understand how pricey that stuff is. Unfortunately, if you want stuff to look as good as that, you gotta pay the big bucks, which I am notorious for, which sucks because my bank account does not like me for that. All right, one thing out of the way for the top of the motor. We're getting closer. So now, I don't know, probably take the belts off because then I can get this off. Or actually, I'll probably take the fan off, the clutch fan. And then I can get this off, which means I can get the radiator out of there, which gives me plenty of room on the front of the motor to pull all that off. And then we should be right to the head. And then once I have the head, on Monday when you get all the parts, I'll be working. On Tuesday when I'm not working and I have all the parts and the head off, I can drop it off at the machine shop. Well, drop it off to 2JZ Motorsports. All right, so the tricky thing about this custom-made fan shroud is I had to slide the clutch fan in with the shroud at the same time and kind of bolt the fan up while holding this in place. So I'm gonna have to do that in reverse and undo the fan, and then the clutch. Wow, words. Undo the fan and then start to remove this and pull them both out at the same time. So let's try it. I had to remove the bottom bolts. All right, so now I gotta take this out at the same time. I have the fan, the clutch fan, already basically undone except for one nut was left. So now I pull them out together, maybe. Or at least get this out of the way. Oh, yeah. And then work this out somehow. Hey, oh, hey. Not bad. We are making progress. Look at all that room. So now I can start messing with the front end of this. Pull all that crap off so I can get this wonderful head off. Since I took the clutch fan out, this pulley is nice and crooked from the pressure on that belt. But we're getting closer. See how easy this is? It might seem daunting, but it's super simple. One bolt at a time. The hard part is just remembering what you did so you can put it all back together properly. That will be interesting. You'll have to stay tuned for that to see if I put it back together right. Now, if any of you want to know how to put slack on this belt for a 2JZ, there's this tensioner pulley right here that's a size 14 millimeter. You just put a wrench on there, and when you push down, it moves. It's kind of hard to, there we go. I'm moving the camera as I do it, so it's not focusing very well, but there. Gives you all that slack, and you can pull the belt right off. And then one thing you should always do, whenever you remove belts, you're working on something and you have to take the belt off, just replace it. This one's pretty new. but I don't want to take any chances. I'm in there right now. I'm gonna replace it. This was a custom sized belt because we eliminated the AC, but they're super easy. Just go to AutoZone, O'Reilly's, Advanced Auto Parts, whatever auto part stores by you. And I had to measure the length that I needed. And that's what I ordered. I just ordered the right length. So super simple, replace your belts. I'm even gonna do that with the timing belt. When I take all this off, I'm going to replace the timing belt. This is a good learning experience, so we're kind of learning together. Oh, they make this one a little bit difficult to get to though. Okay. There we go. Through the pulley. Doesn't make it any easier that I'm trying to do this one-handed while recording. There we go. Oh, don't lose the bolt. Into the bucket. Okay. And then this should... No, is there one more? Hey! I think there's one more. There was one more bolt. Sorry, my camera keeps having issues. And there you have it. Timing belt exposed. So now the question is, how do I get the timing belt? How do I get that timing belt off? Can I just like slide it off the pulleys? Can I just like pull it and slide it off and then it's done? Is it too tight to do that? I mean, no, not really. I could probably pull it off. Do I want to do that? For something like this, I should probably phone a friend and make sure I'm not going to damage anything. I mean, the motor's not going to be running, so I feel like it doesn't matter as soon as I screw up the timing, because we're not going to be running this motor anymore. So, maybe I'll just slide it off. Let's just slide it off. Let's just see what happens. So I am going to wait until I hear back from my phone a friend on the proper way to take this apart, just so I don't mess it up. So I'm just going to take out the radiator while I'm waiting to hear back, and then we'll tear that part apart. That apart. You want to do things safe and the right way. I know I'm reckless, but with timing stuff, I don't know. I don't want to mess anything up. Again, I know it doesn't matter now with the timing, but I also don't want to make it a real big pain in the butt if I do things out of order and I have to like backpedal. So we'll wait to hear back just to make sure. For now, I will pull the radiator because that's super simple. All I have are these top brackets right here that are holding it in. That one, these nice custom fabricated brackets, and should be able to just lift it right out, maybe. Oh, hold on, I got a line attached to this side via zip tie. Oh, well, that's not good. And just probably dented a lot of the fins more than they already were. Come on, scissors. Do your job. All right. This radiator is already in bad shape. Look at that. So maybe I should get a new one. No, Jared, stop it. You don't need a new one. Oh, I am leaking everywhere though. Yes, it made a mess. When I pulled the lower radiator hose, a lot more came out, so that got me nice and wet with coolant, so I smell fantastic. But now, we have a lot more room to work with. I mean, look at all this space. You can go right through there. There's lots of space there. We're getting closer, so much closer. Pull this out. Honestly, all of this has to come out because I'm gonna paint the engine bay as well. So all this has to come out. Like I said in the beginning, Everything's gonna be done properly this time. No expenses spared, literally. This is costing way more than I expected it to. And to think I was about to sell this, and now I'm putting probably the same amount into it that I wanted to sell it for, after I've already put lots of money into it, so. This is my problem. This is my addiction. Kids' drugs are bad, but car addictions are great. All right, so we got clarification or verification. Thank you for my phone of friends, Julian and Brett, for having my back. But apparently we do tensioning pulley, harmonic balanced, which is the one that's connected to the crank. Then we can do the timing, because we can get to it, pull the plastic piece off. After that, we can pull all the accessories off. So, now that I feel much better going the right way, instead of just pulling the belt off of the pulleys, let's get that all pulled off. I feel like once I pull all those off, and maybe all the accessories, we'll end it for today. Because we've done quite a bit, pulling apart the front end. I feel happy, I feel proud. I don't want the video to be super long. So let's do it. Oh yeah, simple, 3 12mm bolts. Now this one, I feel like is gonna be tough. I know this one's really tight. And I'm pretty sure if I try to get a breaker bar on it, it's just gonna turn the motor. So, yeah, we'll try a few different things. All right, so I tried off camera to get that, and it's just turning the motor. And I know it's torqued to like 300 foot-pounds of torque. So there is a cam holding tool or a cam pulley holding tool. I'm gonna have to go get one, probably tomorrow, maybe tonight. So instead of that, maybe that'll be tomorrow's video. I'm going to get rid of the intercooler, pull all the piping to get rid of most everything out of this front end. And then we'll probably call it for tonight. Got quite a bit done. Kind of a boring video, if I kind of think back on it. Oh, I stripped the, look at this little rat's nest that I pulled from the motor. So that's my entire engine harness. I'm just gonna pull it back through the firewall. And that way when I'm ready to rewire everything, I have that back there to, actually I have to pull it out to paint the engine bay anyway, so. Anyway, yeah, let's pull the intercooler, piping, and then I'll probably go grab that tool tonight so we can pull off that timing belt and everything tomorrow to finally get the heads pulled off. So apparently the camera died in the middle of taking out the intercooler. So I got the intercooler out, but you saw probably none of it. I don't know when it died. I'm not gonna go back to check to see when it died, to like reenact everything. But just know the intercooler's out. Pulled the intercooler piping as well, so we have a lot more room. And as you can see, I took out the horns, or at least disconnected them. Reason is, I kind of want to put train horns in this, you know? What do you think? We'll just step back and take a look at all our progress today. Quite a bit of space open now. We got the entire front end taken out. So there's more room to work with. I got the wiring harness completely removed from the motor itself. So we are getting closer. And again, tomorrow or tonight, I'm gonna get that tool so I can get the crank pulley off, and then we'll get the timing stuff off. Then we can finally pull the head and then take it to David at 2JZ Motorsports to have him build it. He also has the fully built block, so I'll probably get both of those back together, and then I can just drop it back in. Well, after I get it painted. So lots of progress today. I like the way it looks. It's empty, lots of room. When I pull everything out, I am gonna redo everything. Wiring, brake lines, fuel lines. It's gonna be beautiful. So I'm looking forward to getting this thing to the point where I love it. And again, the color is closer to being nailed down and confirmed. I don't know when I'm gonna reveal it. Maybe I'll wait for it to be painted and then reveal it. Anyway, hopefully you guys like this video. I don't know, I feel like it was kind of a boring video, but we got a lot done. We pulled a lot out of the front end of the motor. Looks good, lots of space. Lots of things I need to fix. Anyway, hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't yet. The more people that watch, the more people that can listen to me just yap and yap. So thank you again to Brett and Julian for being my phone a friend tonight. They are actually coming here in January for a little guys weekend to work on the car. So hopefully we can get lots of progress at that point. I know Brett was saying, stop tearing apart the car because when we get there, we won't have anything to do. But trust me, Brett, everything that I'm getting for this car, there's gonna be plenty. I keep ordering more and more and more things. Subframe bushings are gonna be the biggest pain. I hope you enjoy doing subframe bushings. Anyway, that's it for today. I will see you guys in the next one. I'm gonna go get a tool, probably rent it. I don't think I'll need a pulley holder tool very often. This will probably be the one and only time. So I'm gonna go rent it and then we'll take it apart tomorrow. And then tomorrow, I figure pulling the heads tomorrow will be pretty quick because we're almost there. So then we'll do the rest of the video, probably be pulling the dash and looking at the rat's nest of wiring underneath the dash. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful night.